The world is changing. For decades, the United States has been the dominant global superpower. But now, the rise of other countries is challenging that dominance. Countries like China, India, and Brazil are becoming more economically and politically powerful. This is leading to a more multipolar world, where power is distributed more evenly among different countries. This shift in the global balance of power is one of the most important trends of the 21st century. It has the potential to reshape the global order in profound ways. It is important to understand the forces driving this shift, and the implications it has for the future. The United States, for one, will need to adapt to this new reality if it wants to maintain its position of leadership in the world. This new world order is likely to be more complex and unpredictable than the one that preceded it. There will be more opportunities for cooperation, but also more potential for conflict. The United States will need to be strategic in its engagement with the rest of the world, working with other countries to address common challenges while also protecting its interests. The rise of a multipolar world presents both challenges and opportunities. It is up to us to make the most of it. One factor accelerating the rise of a multipolar world is the backlash against globalization. Many developed countries are growing against free trade and immigration. This has led to the election of populist leaders promising to protect citizens from globalization. One example is the trade war between the United States and China. In 2018, the Trump administration imposed tariffs on Chinese goods. China retaliated with tariffs of its own. This trade war has hurt both economies and led to global uncertainty. It signifies the growing economic rivalry and protectionist sentiment. The trade war is a sign of the growing backlash against globalization. This backlash is likely to continue as countries defend their interests. Other countries may form new alliances, excluding the United States. As the United States turns inward, other countries are stepping up to fill the void. China is the most obvious example. China is already the world's second-largest economy and is projected to overtake the United States as the largest economy in the world by 2030. China is also investing heavily in its military and is becoming increasingly assertive in its foreign policy. But China is not the only country that is challenging the United States' dominance. India and Brazil are also emerging as major powers on the global stage. India is the world's largest democracy and has a rapidly growing economy. Brazil is the largest economy in Latin America and is a major player in global trade. Both India and Brazil are members of the G20, a group of the world's 20 largest economies. These countries are all playing an increasingly important role in global affairs. They are all members of international organizations such as the United Nations and the World Trade Organization, and they are all working to promote their own interests on the global stage. The rise of these new powers is creating a more multipolar world. In a multipolar world, no single country or group of countries has absolute dominance. This is a significant shift from the post-Cold War era, when the United States was the sole superpower. Section 4. The waning of the West. The rise of a multipolar world is driven by the relative decline of the West. For centuries, the West has been dominant, but its share of global power is shrinking. The rise of Asia is a key factor. Europe is also in relative decline, and the U.S. faces internal problems. Asia's economic growth outpaces the West. Home to over half the world's population, Asia's share of global GDP is rising. The West's share is shrinking. The West faces political and social challenges. These make addressing problems difficult. The West remains powerful but can't take dominance for granted. It must adapt to a multipolar world. Section 5. A multipolar future. The world is moving towards a multipolar future. This is a future in which power is more evenly distributed among different countries and regions. This shift is being driven by a number of factors, including the rise of Asia, the relative decline of the West, and the backlash against globalization. The rise of a multipolar world presents both challenges and opportunities. It is a more complex and unpredictable world, but it is also a world with more potential for cooperation and progress. To succeed in this new world, we need to embrace a spirit of cooperation and mutual respect. We need to work together to address common challenges such as climate change, poverty, and terrorism, and we need to find ways to peacefully manage our differences. The future is uncertain, but one thing is for sure: the world is changing. We are moving towards a more multipolar world, and we need to be prepared for the challenges and opportunities that this new world will bring.